Hi guys, it's Katie from A Mother Thing, and today I just wanted to show you a really quick recipe for the best peanut butter fudge you will ever eat. It's made from Velveeta cheese, of all things, and it has been a family favorite for many, many years, and I'm going to teach you how to make it. You're going to need a pound of Velveeta cheese, which is half of one of these blocks. You're going to need a pound of butter. You're going to need 4 pounds of confectioner's sugar, and you're going to need 1 cup of peanut butter. You're also going to need a couple of teaspoons of vanilla extract. But this recipe is super simple because you can do the entire thing in the microwave, which makes it really handy because it's quick, it's easy, and the mess is really limited. You just basically need 1 big bowl. So the first thing you want to do is you're going to cut your butter up into small pieces because then it'll melt easier. And you're going to basically melt this entire pound of butter in the microwave by itself. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to cut up the Velveeta cheese into similar sized chunks, because as soon as that butter is melted, we're going to add in the Velveeta and melt it all together. Okay, so the butter is nicely melted, and we're just going to add the chunks of Velveeta into it and give it a little stir and see if we can just melt it a little bit to start, and then we're going to put it back in the microwave for about 2 minutes or until the cheese is completely melted, and then back in the microwave. Okay, so now that it's fully done, we're going to go ahead and add our peanut butter, and we have a cup of peanut butter here. This is kind of the good healthy version my husband buys because he's a health nut. So just make sure it's good quality peanut butter and make sure the peanut butter is nicely combined inside. This is going to take a lot of stirring, and I do apologize, but it's well worth it, I promise. And again, you can get the whisk out if you want to, and sometimes that just helps it to fully combine. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And you can kind of see it's thickening a little bit, which is what you want. At this point, you want to add just a couple of teaspoons of vanilla extract, just to give it that extra hint. And then again, combine. Now comes the fun part, and that is adding the powdered sugar. Now, here's my handy tip for those of you who may not have powdered sugar on hand. There's a really easy recipe for making your own, and that is basically taking 1 cup of sugar and adding a tablespoon of cornstarch. For every cup that you have of sugar, you just add that tablespoon of cornstarch, and then you blend it in a food processor or a blender until it's a nice fine powder. And it's really easy. You can see it's the same consistency as powdered sugar, still gets all over your hands. It's exactly the same. It's how it's made. So we're going to go ahead and add this. That's the first bit. And you might want to just give that a stir to start, because powdered sugar likes to go everywhere. And then we're going to go ahead and add the other pound, 2 pounds. The final stage is to basically put it in your pan. Now, I've put a bit of cut out wax paper on the bottom of my pan, and that's just going to help it keep from sticking to the bottom. It shouldn't do, but just in case, you have handy handles to lift it out. So all we're going to do is we're going to dump this out right in the middle of our pan. It should come out pretty easily. And then we're just going to spread it across into every corner. There's quite a lot of it here. This makes a lot of fudge. And if you want to use a smaller pan, you can. It just won't come out. It'll come out thicker. And then the next step is just to put it in the refrigerator. It's probably going to take a couple of hours for it to set up. And when it does, all you have to do is take it out and cut it into slices. So let's do that. Okay, so we've taken it out of the fridge. It's been in there for about 3 or 4 hours, and all I've done is I've sprinkled it with a little bit of powdered sugar on top, just to clear up any of the butter that's still a bit melty on top. And now we're just going to cut it into bite-sized pieces. Okay, should we cut it? All right. And you want to use a really sharp knife. And it can be a little bit difficult because it's very cold and hard. And I tend to cut it in about 1-inch sections. And I usually do the whole pan, but I just want the kids to be able to try this and tell me what they think. So we'll just cut a few pieces.
Mommy, I'm going to try that.
You're gonna try it? Awesome.
Me too.
You too? Okay, let's cut a few more.
Why are you putting a lot of them?
Because we're gonna cut up the whole pan. So these are what they look like when they're all done. Just very small peanut butter fudge. You wanna try it? Okay.
Taste what he thought.
It's good? It's good? All right, let's try it. It is so buttery and soft and sugary, and it's got that hint of peanut butter in it. It's just delicious. For anybody who likes peanut butter, this is the perfect holiday treat. And it's so simple to make, you're gonna wanna make it for your next holiday party. So this is the easiest fudge that you could ever make. It's tasty, it's delicious, it's super quick, and it's a super easy cleanup. Just keep it stored in your favorite Tupperware and it'll last you for a few weeks if you need it. But I doubt it'll last that long. You can also change this up. Instead of peanut butter, add in a cup of cocoa and you have chocolate fudge. Or if you want to keep with the peanut butter, you can add some chocolate chips, and that will be a very delicious treat. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, or you can check out my blog, amotherthing.com, or check me out across social media. I'm a mother thing everywhere. See you later, guys.
Oh, a mother thing, just another mother thing.